Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Gardening with Brother Nature. Woohoo! Let's have some fun! Alright, so today, let's be a little bit serious, right? So today what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to use other things inside your house for your garden. So one thing I'm going to show you is how to use cinnamon, also Epsom salts, if you have any clay pots hanging around, and leftover newspaper. Alright, so our first thing to do is going to start with the newspaper. So when you have your newspaper, usually your newspaper is nice and, it's a rectangle. What you're going to do is you're going to cut it in half, which I already did with this one right here. If you happen to have any kind of pop bottle or bottle or glass jar in your home, grab one of those. What you're going to do with your paper that's already cut, fold up the bottom part, then take your bottle. All you're going to do is roll it. Roll, 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 roll. It's all nice and rolled, right? Just like that. So, what you do now is you take the ends and you fold it in over the bottom. So, press it down, you take it out, and boom. Here is a planter for you. I already have one made over here, which was half the size of it. You can see right here. Nice and sturdy, already has soil inside there. What I do with these ones is I'll put a little bit of tape on the sides to hold it nice and firm, and even on the bottom. So once you put your soil inside there, it's going to stay its shape just like that. So, the next one I'm going to show you is a little bit more difficult, but you can do it. It's learning how to do origami is what it is. So, take your sheet of newspaper, don't cut it or anything, fold it over once, like that. So it's left to right, then fold it over, top to bottom. Now I'll turn it to the side like this. And what I'll do now is I'm going to make a paper airplane. So take the sides, open up like this. That's bending that way. So the least one's at the top. Then you're bending it over this way. See the airplane I'm making? So now I'll have to flip it this way. So the arrow's going to the top. Go to the bottom and flip the bottoms up. Bottom comes up, over, 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 like that.
Yeah.
So now that it's over, you're going to flip it. Turn it to a side like this. Now these sides are coming over. Straight to the middle side. That's going that way. Flip it on the other side. That's going to go straight down there to the right there. Now here comes the fun part. You're going to flip the bottom one. These bottom ones right here. It's going to go up to the middle, kind of crease it. And then this one's going to go up over like this. And there's a lip. Right inside here is a lip. You see the lip inside there? You're going to take these right here and flip them inside the lip. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but guess what? You can do it. Just get it inside like that. So it looks like that. Alright? We're almost done. Just take this tip right here and bring it down to this corner. But you don't put a crease in there. Just bend it over. No crease. See how it's going to this corner right there? It's to the corner. This right here, this tip is where you're going to crease. You're going to take this one and bend it over. Just like that. Alright? Now it's done. So what you're going to do now, take your hands nice and gently. You're going to open it up. Take that part in like that. Put it over. And boom. There's a seed pod for you. Made out of recycled newspaper. You back with me again? Perfect. So the next thing to talk about is clay pot irrigation. So clay pot irrigation, some people call it oyas, I call it clay pots. What it is using terracotta pots to keep the water, not keep the water, but to water your plants. It's very, very easy. So what you do is you find two terracotta pots like this. If you have like a cork, any kind of cork or anything like that, what you're going to do is choose one to be the bottom. This one's going to be the bottom. We'll put cork inside there. So always you have glue, take your cork, you put your glue inside there, just make sure there's no hole. Alright? So that's the bottom one. This is the top one. We're going to put glue. You put glue around the rim. It goes all around here. Then you take this, you just set it on top like that. This is the top, so to make sure this hole is not covered, but the bottom hole's got to be covered so water doesn't leak on the bottom. Once you set it for about 6 to 12 hours, it's nice and sturdy. You can take this whole thing, this thing right here, goes into the ground. All you do is leave just the top part right here so you actually see where it's at. And when you're watering, you don't water around here. All you do is pretend this is my water container. You pour the water into the middle hole right here. Fill the whole thing up with water, walk away, let Mother Nature take its course. What happens is that the soil, when the soil's around here, is dry. The water inside the terracotta pot, terracotta is permeable, which means water will slowly leak out into the soil. So your plants drink when they want to drink. If your soil is saturated with water, the water stays inside the terracotta pot until it's ready to be used. That, my friends, is terracotta clay pot irrigation. This will actually help you this year and any year when you're watering your plants. Anything else? How to do your own your watering or irrigation for your garden. What you can do, if you have any plastic bottles, plastic pop bottles or water bottles even, what you can actually do is keep the lid on these like this, keep the lid on, get a needle or something or a nail and poke holes randomly all around this whole plastic bottle, except for about an inch or two on the bottom. What you're going to do now, insert this whole thing inside the soil, just keep the lid on like this. When you're ready to water, take the lid off, pour your water in there, and the water's going to start leaking out to the bottom of the plants. It's going to give you the deep root watering you need. Geez, if I could speak today, it would be great. So it's all about keeping the roots nice and wet, and allowing the plants to drink when they need to drink, instead of us forcing them to drink. That's two ways of keeping your gardens nice and watered while you're away, or maybe while you're there. When I do this method of clay pot irrigation, where I work, I only water every 4 or 5 days. I walk away, let Mother Nature take her course. All right, so now let's talk about the cinnamon. Why I use cinnamon in my gardens. So cinnamon, guys, cinnamon is antifungal. It's a stemmy root. It's great for your plants, especially for your seedlings. Especially if your seedlings are dampening off, which means the bottoms of them are starting to die. Add cinnamon on top of your soil. It takes care of everything for you. Epsom salts. Epsom salts I use when I'm doing my tomatoes and peppers. I'll add a little bit of this to the soil. I'll also put some of this in the water and spray can, and spray the whole plant once it starts to mature. Apparently it makes your peppers and tomatoes taste sweeter. Here's the thing, I don't eat tomatoes, nor do I eat peppers, so I really don't know. Maybe someone out there can tell me if it actually works, to tell you the truth. Okay, so, alright, so I showed you guys what I was doing today. Let's just say that this is going to be fun for all of us. Thank you very much for today. See you later.